Understand that your ETF choice over the years will account for massive differences in your wealth. So let me help you pick the right one. In this video, we're going to look at mistakes people make. We're going to look at how to choose the right ETF for you. We're going to look at historically the best ETFs. I'm going to tell you my choice. And I'm going to show you a cool website where you can see all the ETFs. So let's start with mistakes. Mistake number 1. It is focusing on the highest possible dividend yield. Here is an extreme example. This ETF is paying out 339% annually. So what is this ETF? It's actively managed synthetic short options income ETF, targeting only one stock, Coinbase. So in simple words, they are doing lots of financial trickery with massive risk, and it's okay, it may be well-researched risk, but it's still a massive risk, and it's such a large risk that it's not sustainable. So investing in ETF like this is completely not realistic. Mistake number 2, it's having no reinvestment strategy. Okay, let's say you are close to retirement or you are retired, you are living off your dividends, that's fine. But if you are growing your portfolio, you need to have a plan. What are you going to do with your dividends? And obviously a great way to grow your portfolio is instantly reinvest those dividends. And you need a plan. How are you going to reinvest those dividends? The next one is poor diversification between sectors. Obviously, if your ETFs are focused only on one or two sectors, whenever those sectors experience a crisis, your net worth in that moment will experience a crisis too. So the next one is a little more unknown. It's ignoring fees. Each ETF has an expense ratio. You can see two examples of Vanguard has 0.03% and this one has 1%. And you might think, oh, 1%, maybe it's not that bad. But think about it long term. 1% each year is taking away from your accumulation. So that is an important factor that you need to consider. The next one is holding in taxable accounts without a plan. Let's say an example, you are holding your ETFs in an account that is taxable and you get dividends and you want to reinvest them, but each time you get those dividends you need to pay tax. Now that massively halts your progress. So it's advised to hold your investments in 401k, for example. So how do we choose the right ETF for you? There are two ways. There's focusing more on dividends and there is focusing more on price growth. And if you are close to retirement or if you are already retired, and you plan on taking those dividends out and not reinvesting them, then obviously you will have a much better fit with value stocks that have a smaller valuation and has a larger dividend yield compared to their stock price. AKA, you need to focus more on dividend yield. But if you're trying to grow your portfolio, you need to look at both things equally. You need to focus on balance between dividend yield and how much are those companies that the ETF is holding are growing. So here's another checklist that you need to remember. First of all, diversified, many sectors, obviously. The balance of dividend yield and price growth, what I mentioned before. Low fees. Expense ratio should be at least below 0.1%. And another thing, if it's possible, if there's enough candidates in your choice, try to look for an ETF that has a growing dividend yield over time. That is usually a great sign. So, what are the best performing dividend ETFs in the last 10 years? This is a very important part of choosing your dividend. Whenever you are trying to research stocks, looking just by the past performance is valuable, but it's not that important. But for ETFs, it has a larger value. So what are the best ETFs? You can see that the best 10-year return was 97% for Fidelity High Dividend ETF. Their strategy is focusing on higher yield, so they are slightly less diversified, slightly lower risk, but their potential is also higher. And here are more examples. You can feel free to screenshot this or just pause the video and go check out these ETFs, what they do and why they are successful. Sorry. The next part is me recommending to press the like button, because your algorithm will suggest you more videos about investing, which will help you make greater choices, and over decades that will be a large difference in your net worth, a positive difference. So, okay, what is my choice? I have to be honest, in my specific situation, dividend ETFs are not for me. First of all, I'm young, I am European, our tax situation is different, and I am a stock market enthusiast. I spend way too much hours researching stocks and I like it so much. So for me personally, the best decision is to focus on individual stocks. But I have prepared a list of best dividend ETFs currently, in my opinion, not financial advice. So the first one is Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. In the list of best performing ETFs in the last 10 years, it had the second place. It is very balanced, it's a qualitative ETF, and it has strong long-term return. The next one is iShares Core Dividend Growth ETF. What's special about this one is that dividends are increasing year over year over time. The next one is Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF. It specifically targets companies that are expanding their dividend yield, and historically it has great results. And the last one is Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF. It is very broad, it has low cost yield exposure, and it was third on the list of top performing ETFs in the last 10 years. And here is the website that I promised to show you. It's called ETFDB. Link will be in the description. You can check out all the ETFs. You can filter them either by dividend yield or something else. There's different things to look at here. For example, overview, let's say year-to-date price change, returns, 3-year return. You can check out each individual ETF. For example, let's look at their holdings. As you can see, this ETF holds lots of GE Aerospace. You can check out the expense ratios and many other things. So remember to choose carefully, don't be emotional, do lots of research. If you're interested, check out my channel, subscribe, I make videos every week, and like the damn video. Bye.